What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a special day here at the KellyCast, our first year covering the Thanksgiving games. Mike, how you feeling today?
Tired and exhausted from work, but other than that, excited to talk football and eat some turkey tomorrow.
Always excited to talk football. Turkey's overrated. Don't forget about the ham. Ham is way better than turkey. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. I'm picking the ham, bro.
I disagree, especially if it's the dark meat.
What's your favorite pie?
Pumpkin, but
okay. We agree there.
Other than that, probably apple.
We agree on the pumpkin. You ever slam one of those peanut butter pies?
No, I feel like that's way too much peanut butter.
Nah, sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe
actually it's more cream cheese than peanut butter in peanut butter pie.
I've never really eaten one, so I can't tell you.
Anyway, we're getting off track here, but that's okay. That's what it's all about: family, football, and that's really it. That's what my Thanksgiving really consists of. We're starting off today, Mike. Packers and Lions interdivisional game here in the NFC North. Both teams coming off of a victory last week. Everybody at the KellyCast crew picked the Chargers last week to beat the Green Bay Packers, and it didn't end up happening. The Packers decided to hold on late. And the Lions, I think they were down 4 with a minute and a half to go. And just like the Lions of old would not do, this time today's Lions decided
they took one to the house and
decided to go down, score themselves a touchdown, and win the game. 8-2 for the Detroit Lions. We've been talking about them all season. Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You also have Jameson Williams, who came off of his suspension after the whole gambling stuff got set, and he's been balling out. Aiden Hutchinson on defense. It's a good team, man. They're a really good team.
It's definitely a team, and I'm glad that Detroit's finally catching a break. Knock on wood for them guys.
Hey, you want to say they're catching a break? Last week they did everything they could to lose that football game. 3 interceptions by Jared Goff, his worst performance really this season. But in the end, he ended up taking his team down, and they scored a touchdown to win that game. Green Bay, we talked about last week as if you could put the nail in the coffin, and then all of a sudden they beat the Chargers. Now, beating the Chargers is not what it used to be, Mike, because I think the Chargers are frauds nowadays, even though their team is really good. What did you feel about Green Bay's performance last week?
I didn't watch a single snap, so I don't know. Good for Jordan Love. I think he had over 300 yards passing last week.
322 to go along with 2 touchdowns.
Couple touchdowns.
I will say, I remember reading that Aaron Jones got hurt again. He just came back from an injury like a week or so ago, and now he's hurt again, which means those snaps are probably going to go back to A.J. Dillon, who has disappointed this year. Dontavian Wicks led them with, receiving yards last week with 91. And finally, I heard when we were watching some of the game previews that this was the first time in 7 games that the Packers scored more than 21 points.
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Who's been in contention every year, I feel like.
And then, like I said, the Lions just do what they do.
The Lions, like you said, are doing their thing, and I haven't picked against them much this week or this year, I should say.
I think the last time we picked against the Lions was week 1, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions matchup, which we probably should have picked the other team, but ultimately that game
we didn't know what they were at that time. So
of course, I mean, look at the ranks here.
They've shown us what they are at this point.
4th in offense, 9th in defense, 6th in passing, and 6th in rushing. You don't see that very often. Teams that are top in the league in passing normally aren't there when it comes to rushing because you're so relying on your quarterback, but not the Detroit Lions. If anything, it seems like they rely more on their running backs.
And he's been a stud.
Yeah, they have 2 studs, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. With that being said, Thanksgiving usually belongs to Detroit. They play, obviously, every year. Most of the time, they're in the loss column, but this year, it's not going to happen. I'm taking the Detroit Lions over the Green Bay Packers this year. And, Kevin, I'm not sorry. I would tell you I was sorry if I thought this was going to be a competitive game, but I think the Lions are going to destroy them.
Well, it's bold from a guy who doesn't say that very often.
I know.
So.
I know. Sometimes you got to make bold moves.
I wasn't going to disagree with you on this one either. So we're going to start off the week again on the same foot.
Speaking of the video for last week, I don't think it came out because we didn't record anything because we've been working with audio issues and stuff like that. We have figured out that it's a software problem and it is not a myself and Mike issue. So we're going to try to do what we can here behind the scenes. But for week 10, I believe, last week, there was a tie in terms of the KellyCast predictions. It was not me, of course, because why would it be? I was one game out. As always, the tie was between Mike and Aaron. So I want you guys to let us know who deserves the victory. Is it Mike? Is it Aaron? Should I have them fight live on stream? There's a lot of things we can do with this.
I say celebrity death fight style, yes.
All right, guys, we got more videos coming out today. Be sure to check out our other predictions, and we'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.